The grease junk should be on this part. Where's my finger? This part up there that I'm not gonna touch because I'm smart. I treat it like a gun. Treat it like it's always hot.
Okay, that is 3/0. Yeah, to add to the confusion, I've been seeing, 3/0, 3/0, and 1/0, and reduced neutral. Like, how the hell does that work? I was always led to believe that your neutral should be the same gauge as the hot side. But apparently that's a thing somewhere.
You just spoke a foreign language to me.
So that's neutral, hot, hot. Then there's the ground, and there should be probably a stake somewhere out there on the other end of this.
Oh, and these are very obviously different sizes. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, these are all 3/0,
Okay.
and then this one looks like probably 4 gauge.
Yeah, I'm seeing the difference. This one looks, that one's 3/0 too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the optical
Yeah, the-
illusion with the stripe.
messes
Okay.
up.
But yes, I do see what you're talking about with that. And that's the ground?
The smallest one, yeah.
Okay. And you generally probably want your ground to be the same size?
Nah, the ground is usually smaller.
So what was the confusing part?
I'm seeing some of it where the neutral is smaller.
Oh.
I can't quite get my head around that because it's just always been, the wires in a circuit should be the same size because that amount of electrons is going through it.
Okay. I understand what you mean. Okay. Well, at least I remembered what 2 of the wires were.
Yep.
That's good.
And then the way this stuff works, this is a neutral bus. This is also a neutral bus. So you can see it's kind of nice because the cover's off. So you got your neutral wire coming in. It's attached to this. So all this stuff, and this is a jumper, I guess. Probably has some more electrician-y name. So neutral's attached to this, then this is attached to this one, so this one is also neutral.
So,
And then this is the ground bus.
I'm sorry, I'm going to revisit this again. So if I remember correctly, neutral is what creates the path for the positive, right?
Yeah.
So it makes the pathway, and
Yeah.
then the positive follows the pathway. And then the ground is ground. I mean, it
Yeah.
grounds it out so you don't electrocute yourself.
Yep. Yeah, the neutral just gives it is a circuit path.
Okay, and the ground is a way to complete the path if stuff doesn't go right.
Yeah. Or a lightning strike, or if something is somewhere it shouldn't be, the ground is supposed to take care of it.
Okay, that was my understanding. Like ground, I understood it was the positive and neutral that were not clear, but I'm starting to pick it up. So
Yeah. I've got a ground here that probably goes out to a... Oh, okay. That ground goes up to the box up the hill. Got it.
okay,
Because then there's this other ground that goes to the UFER, that piece of rebar that's in the concrete.
yes, that we saw. That was that. It was a hook that they put in at
Yeah,
the
it's
top.
right up there.
Oh, it's still up there. Oh, it is still up there.
Now that serves the same function as that hunk of copper wire that we threw into that pillar.
Okay. It's the same thing. It's buried in the concrete, so it goes into the concrete.
Yeah. Yeah, and the concrete has enough ions and stuff in it to be conductive.
That was going to be my next question. Something in the process make it special, or
Nah, just a function of there's calcium and all that stuff
that's
in it.
in concrete. Okay. So there is properties in concrete that make it good for grounding.
Yeah. And it's in contact with a whole crap load of dirt.
Okay.
Yeah, I just had a moment of, wait a minute, what's going on? But yeah, this is the one that's in the trench with these 3. And then this one, which also goes to the ground bus, goes to the UFER, that rod.
And
I just had a moment of confusion about ground loops and, what the hell?
UFER, can you
It's
spell
named
it?
after some guy. I think it's like UFER or something. There may be 2
Okay.
F's. But
Okay.
it's the guy that came up with it or something, I guess is where it got its name.
And I don't know if I showed you this, guys, but this is the radiant floor heat for the main level of the house. Well, there's really only the main level in the basement. So this is kind of mostly for us to see how it goes. So you can see how it's all routed together here. Ha ha ha.
And they've got all the zones written on the pipes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because the way this, and it's also a circuit, you have the supply side and the return side.
Okay. So this is the hot water going out, and this is the cool water coming back to be reheated?
Yep. Yeah, and then this stuff will be attached to the boiler.
So my question, is this a closed system?
Yeah.
Once the water is in here, it's just in here?
Yep.
Okay.
And they'll probably put some kind of stuff in the water.
So it doesn't get funny?
Yeah, so it doesn't crap up the pipes and eat the guts out of the boiler and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a closed system. Once it's in there, that's it. So you don't have to worry about sediment from the well water and all that kind of stuff.
Okay. I didn't even notice all the...
Yep.
That's really cool. And he has very nice penmanship.
Yeah.
You can actually read it.
Which somebody will appreciate in the future.
I
if
do.
They ever have to do maintenance work.
But I like how it kind of routes along the ceiling. So, for our radiant floor heat, the lady at the building department told me she said we didn't have to do any separate plans for it. She said take a picture of what we put together and she'll add it to our plans for future reference.
Yeah, just so we know where stuff is.
Yeah, and I think that's really cool. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use a dedicated tankless water heater.
Yeah, that's the plan unless something better pops up.
Yep.
But
And if you guys have any suggestions or know anything that we don't, leave a comment below. Help us out.
But my thinking is you just attach a thermostat to the pump. So then when the thermostat says, it's too cold, go, that kicks the pump on. Once the water starts moving, the tankless water heater starts doing its thing. Once water starts moving through the tankless, it kicks on and starts heating.
You can also see back here, her doors and windows are in. They've been here for a while. 2 windows got broken. There's a private road coming into the neighborhood that is kind of a hot mess because the owners purposely sabotage it. Things are a little weird out here. Yeah, so the owners purposely sabotage this road because they don't like people on it, or I'm not sure exactly why they do it, but whatever. They're doing the house wrap now. I think once they get the house wrap up, I think the windows will probably be right after that. Oh, here's the other supply and return. This is another supply and return section of the...
Yeah, and they ended up breaking out, I think the space above the garage ended up becoming a separate circuit. Yeah, this one and this one. And, okay, looks like under the guest bathroom as well. It has something to do with this beam being here. They had to break that out into a separate circuit.
Okay.
Or zone, whatever they call it.
Is this area going to be like a nice storage area for your mom for like...
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, put Christmas junk and...
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's huge too.
It's substantial.
Guys, I don't know if you can tell how big this is. Let me back up. But she has got a substantial little area for storage. That is going to be really nice. And I'm seeing a bunch of bags of concrete. I'm assuming that's for the apron in front of the garage, correct? And maybe the base of the stairs?
Yep.
Okay. This is her garage. Little 1-truck garage. These must be part of her siding.
Yeah, these will be where the light fixtures go.
Okay.
Because you want the light fixtures to sit on something flat, where with lap siding or that kind of stuff, it would be all
Can we look
gaps.
at one?
Yeah, there would be gaps, which is not great. So these things, I'm going to do a hasty mock-up. I don't know exactly where this one's intended to go, but it'll be like this, so the water sheds that way. But it'll just go kind of around. Well, this will be around an outlet, but yeah. For example, if that
If that were an
appropriately
outlet.
sized, that way they've got something flat to mount stuff. And then I don't know if you've seen this.
No.
That's where the light sconces will go. There's one here and one there.
Nice.
So it'll kind of shine down on this stuff.
And again, this is Mike's mom's house that we're in right now. So the last building inspector told us bathroom fans needed to be 4 inches. They could be 3 inches, but they needed some really specific parameters.
Yeah, that's 4. Okay.
Okay, so he swapped out those fans today too. She does have a lovely view. She doesn't have a bad view in this house, guys. It is just beautiful out every window. Yeah, everything's coming together, guys. Mom's house is looking amazing. Here is her power trench coming down the hill. They've got some of the soffit up underneath. Most of her roof is on. Looks amazing. Yeah, they've changed the hole for her window, her big back window too, so I'm not sure what's up with that, but I guess we'll see eventually.
They may have done some measurements of the actual window and, oh crap, the divider needs to be way skinnier.
And I can see that thing you showed me where the power's coming into the house. Mama is working on, this is the coffee table?
Yes,
Mama's working on her coffee table.
fill my cracks.
It's gonna be beautiful. This is gonna be Mama's beautiful mantle. She's been working so hard on it. It looks gorgeous, doesn't it? And these ones here, we've got some tops and backsplashes for the bathroom vanities here. Guys, look at how sexy that is. Oh, I love this color. It's gonna be so pretty. It's like playing Where's Waldo, but Mike is Waldo and it's the Forest Edition. And he just blends.
Flush.
Pressure tank is hooked up. Ooh, her fireplace is in. Light tube has been installed. It looks amazing.
Once the diffuser's on, it lights up a room.
Mike says the fart fan has been ducted out to the soffit. Here is the other light tube. So they've both been installed today, and then they also did the ducting for this fart fan.
This is the, I don't know what you call it, lens, the part that'll go on the ceiling of the light tubes.
Oh, the diffuser that you were telling me about.
Bear in mind that the sun is over there,
Yeah.
so this thing is almost in the shadow of the peak.
Oh,
But it just makes it all nice and not super blinding.